This is Optimal Startup Daily, episode 721, The Secret to Retaining Top Talent by Molly Fletcher of mollyfletcher.com. And I'm Dan, I'm your narrator and host here. Welcome to Optimal Startup Daily if you're just discovering us. If you're a regular listener, you know what we do here, which is read to you from some terrific blogs that we find covering all aspects of entrepreneurship. So we're going to jump right into it now as we optimize your life. The Secret to Retaining Top Talent by Molly Fletcher of mollyfletcher.com. Workers are quitting their jobs at the highest rate in 20 years, with nearly 65% of employees looking for a new job. Morale is at an all-time low, and employees are burned out. Leaders right now are all talking about what is being called the Great Resignation. Employees and future leaders are looking to leave, to change the channel, to go somewhere else where they might be happier. It has become essential for leaders to think about how to retain talent in this competitive hiring market. As a sports agent, it was the Great Resignation every day. As a former sports agent for 15 plus years, I can't help but think about how, as an agent, every day was the day of, the hour of, the moment of the Great Resignation. The sports agent business is incredibly competitive. In fact, there are more agents than athletes to represent, and because of that, there are agents constantly trying to pick off your players. Other agents are on the fences at baseball games. They are at hotel lobbies, waiting when the players come home from the park. They are everywhere. As an agent, you can get athletes out of high school or college, but often you're signing players by pulling them from another agent or agency. Once you won over a new client, you can't stop working. You must keep delivering to retain them. In fact, you must consistently over-deliver. My strategy to retain top talent as an agent was to consistently over-deliver and find ways to pour into my athletes. That way, my clients could focus on their performance and wouldn't begin to think about taking a meeting with someone else. The key to retaining talent is to over-deliver consistently. Pour into your team so they can focus on performance. Right now, our teams are exhausted. They're drained. They're burned out. They've been burning the candle at both ends and have been for a long time now. I challenge you to look for ways to over-deliver for your team, to pour into them so they can focus on what matters. I had a client who's a friend call me 2 days ago. She said, "Molly, I did something really cool with my team." She said, "I had them do your energy audit." Through the energy audit, her team identified things personally and professionally that give them energy, and then they wrote down all the things personally and professionally that drain their energy. Then she sat down with each of her 8 direct reports one-on-one and reviewed their audits. She was able to work together with her team to identify what gave them energy and help ensure that those things are on the calendar every day. They discussed how she could support them and help protect those energy maximizers. After all, we can't pour from an empty cup. Once they worked through the energy maximizers, they discussed the energy drainers. There were some circumstances where they were able to delegate a drainer of one person to somebody that loved that, or minimize it to do it less. After the audit, my friend told me she saw improvement in performance, engagement, and communication. She said it was an overnight thing where people were aligning the things that gave them energy and the things that drained their energy with their calendars so that they could show up and perform better. Support your team's energy. Performing an energy audit with your team is a great first step to help empower and retain your talent. It's so important to try to understand what are the things that give your people energy. How can you support them in protecting those things in their calendar? What are the things that drain their energy? How can you support them in minimizing, delegating, tightening those up? How can they manage their energy more than their time? Our role as leaders is to pour into our teams. And right now, energy management is more essential than ever. Because if we don't have enough energy, we can't solve problems, we can't communicate, and we can't be empathetic. We need energy to sell, to lead, to solve, to serve. As leaders, our role is to help our people with their energy. The audit was one of the ways that a friend and client of mine did that. Athletes have a short window of time to make an impact in their sport and make significant money. It is the agent's role to over-deliver and manage their clients' energy so that they can focus on their performance. I see so many parallels in this to the business world. The Great Resignation is our unique window of time to make an impact. How can we, as leaders, ensure and help our people to thrive, not survive? It's our job as leaders to help our people do just that. You just listened to the post titled The Secret to Retaining Top Talent by Molly Fletcher of mollyfletcher.com. And thanks so much to Molly for letting us share her work today. She is a trailblazer in every sense of the word, a rare talent of business wisdom, relationship brilliance, and unwavering optimism. As a popular keynote speaker, she shares the unconventional techniques that helped her thrive as one of the first female sports agents in the high-stakes and big-ego world of professional sports, and now as a successful entrepreneur. The Molly Fletcher Company inspires leaders, teams, and organizations to kickstart growth. So to access more great articles and content from Molly, you can head over to her website, mollyfletcher.com, which I have linked in this episode's description. But I think that's going to do it for me today. I thank you for being a subscriber to the show and being here with me every single day. So I'll see you back here tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.